Okay, so today we're going to be shading a cube that's drawn in 2-point perspective, which is the best way to draw a cube. So here I'm going to draw a horizon line so that I can have 2 vanishing points in order to draw my cube. Shading a cube is completely different than shading a sphere because of how it blocks the light from the light source, so that it has a bigger highlight. Like one whole side of the cube is a highlight. Unlike a sphere, it has only one spot that's a highlight. And so I'm going to go through different shapes, and I'm just starting with a cube, and each shape will be a little different and it'll be shaded just slightly different, and it's good to practice these so you can start seeing a shadow in your drawings and how it hits the object you're drawing, whether it's a person or an inanimate object. You got to know where the highlight is and where the core shadow is, cast shadow, all that. Here I'm going to show you what it would look like if it was glass. Like if the cube was glass, you would see the back corners and how it looks like a box. And I'm going to draw a second one over here just to show you that how the cube looks when it moves. And these aren't perfect cubes because I'm just doing practicing. This isn't like a test on how to draw a cube. But we're not drawing a glass one today, we're drawing a solid cube. I just think it's cool to imagine a glass box and being able to see all the corners of it. The point of this video is to show the different parts of a shadow on a cube, and so that's why we're not doing a glass cube, but maybe in a future video. So next time I will probably do like a cone or a cylinder, how to shade those, and if you know how to shade all these, you're pretty well on your way to being able to shade like organic objects. I'm only going to shade one cube because my life's been kind of hectic lately and I just don't have a lot of time to film this, so I'm going pretty quick. You see the back corner is different wherever you move it along the horizon line, but it still goes back to those 2 same vanishing points. Okay, now I'm going to start shading here. So I'm going to start with putting my light source up there, kind of looks like a sun, to show me where the light's coming from. Then I'm going to shade my core shadow / reflective light as well, because it'll be on this side, the opposite side of the light. I find that doing these drills help me with my bigger projects and my bigger drawings. And I find that as I have my students do them, their drawing improves as well. They can seem kind of tedious, but it helps out a lot. And I am going to do some more videos on me drawing, bigger drawings, bigger compositions. But I like to do these little practices every once in a while just to help hone my skills. Okay, now I'm moving over to the cast shadow, and if you want the light to be at a little more of an angle, you've got to go kind of behind the corner of the box and draw a little higher as the angle of the cast shadow moves with the angle of the light. And so I'm doing that right now. I'm fixing it so it has that little more of an angle. And the reflective light is very subtle here, but you can see on the bottom corner of where the core shadow was, there's it's a little bit lighter, so it had a little bit of reflective light. Now I'm going in with the midtones, which would be on this side of the box if the light is coming from that direction. And also if the light's coming from that direction, the other side of the cube would also be the highlight. That side and the top would be highlighted because it's coming angled from that direction. But we're behind the box, so we have our midtones and our core shadow and our reflective light and cast shadow this direction. And that's pretty much it. We have our highlight on top of the box. We have our midtones, which is on that side, that's closer to the light, and then we have our core shadow, which is a little darker, and then our reflective light and our cast shadow. It's pretty easy once you know the parts of the shadow. So to those who are just learning to draw, keep practicing. I'm going to post more about how to shade different shapes. I'm also going to be doing some bigger projects so you can see me doing more than just practice drills. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Be safe. It's a jungle out there.